Hey yo, Champions fam, it's Crown Era's very own, the bad guy, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video. 1 month-long event ends, another month-long event begins. 2018 and Winter Madness have come and gone, and now 2019 is here, and now the very first month-long event of the year has finally gone live in Icons of Royal Rumble. Now, when it comes to month-long events, they're like a double-edged sword. They can help you or hinder you depending on where you are with your roster, depending on where you are with your resources. Not everybody has a big roster. Not everybody has everybody at 3-star or 4-star, okay? Let's be realistic. Not everybody's walking around with 30 million plus in coins. Not everybody has thousands upon thousands of TP or duplicate shards or even tokens. So, with that being said, even though you might be enticed to do it because it's there for an entire month, even if you're enticed to do it because it's new content, and we as players of the Champions community are always looking for new content, does not mean that you have to go and put yourself through that hassle or through that pain of pushing a boulder up the hill just for it to slide back down again with these month-long events, because a lot of players do that. They'll get all these resources and then they'll pump all these resources into the required superstars for that month. And then they have to start all over again the next month and start all over again the next month. And even if you start building up a little bit over time, it's not going to be on the level of those who've, gone Lucario 23 Horde Master status. It isn't going to be the same type of progression that you get if you were the God of Wales dropping thousands upon thousands on enhanced packs or diamond packs, etc. So you need to know yourself, and know your worth. And always remember, just like you have a voice, you have a choice. You chose to download the game. You chose to install the game. You have a choice in whether you participate in these month-long events. Month-long events aren't like faction feuds. There is a huge difference. And yes, it does pass the time, but think about the resources and health packs that you're losing out on. Think about it, because not everybody's hitting up every single expedition. Not everybody's collecting their money bags like that. Let's be real. Let's think about the time. Maybe you're married. Maybe you got kids. Maybe you travel. Maybe you're sick. Anything could happen. Do you have the time to commit to a month's worth of content? Do you have enough resources to guarantee that you're going to max out every single mini event that has to deal with enhancing superstars or leveling up superstars, switching trainers, key events? Are you willing to grind out the blitzes so you can get multiple key pulls so you can do those? It is up to you, and you never lose sight of who you are, regardless of the game. And true talk, real talk. If you're in a faction, a real faction, a good faction is going to let you know who to work on, who not to work on. So before an event even comes, you already should have a list of people that are already on your mind of who you're taking to 3-star gold, 4-star gold. When that comes out, you should already have that list already situated and established. You should already know the trainers you got to be building up. So when you have that in mind and you look at these month-long events, yes, there's diamonds, yes, there's headliner chips, but think about the required superstars that are needed. Are those required superstars on your roster? If they are on your roster, how low are they? How high are they? How far are they going to go for you? Because nobody wants to keep on trying to 3-star and 3-star and 3-star match with a 2-star gold or a 2-star silver and continually wipe out your health packs when you know that there's a feud, right around the corner. You got to play it smart. You got to know what's worth it and what isn't. And as much as I like the Royal Rumble, one of the big four pay-per-views, can't forget that, with SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Survivor Series, the big four WWE. As much as I like the idea of getting a 2-star gold Elias from one of the faction event or solo event milestones, I'm not worried about it. I want to build my way. I want to play champions my way. I know what I need to build up. I know what I need to do. I just reached 3 million in feud score. I'd rather keep on building up my roster and focusing on ways to improve and get higher and higher with my feud score. I'd rather figure out ways to play with the champions that I'm going to be taking to 4-star. I'd rather be invested in champions that matter. And month-long champions, they only matter for a month. But I'm trying to play for the long game, the end game. And month-long events aren't a part of the end game. Diamonds And headliner chips are a part of the end game, but not month-long events. And if you miss out on one, there's probably going to be another. These events are getting better. They are evolving. They are developing. I just wish that champions would develop more content that was far more rewarding and less strenuous than what we get. Because it's a pain in the ass to literally sit down and commit to clearing all these tours. Then you still have to do your class tour. You still have to do your Dean's Daily. You still got to be on top of your expeditions. There might be a good blitz that shows up to get some key pulls or, some resources. And of course, the faction feud. Who knows? They might even bring back Invasion out of nowhere. You have to be ready so you always move forward. Yes, the month long is the now right here, but it isn't the end game. It is not the end game, and it shouldn't be treated like that either. So always play smart. If you miss out on a couple, no worries. Don't bitch about it. Don't complain. Know that you had control. You stayed in your lane. You did what you could, and that's all you could ever ask of yourself. And that's just how I feel about month-long events. Like, it's not for everybody. Not everybody has OP resources. Not everybody has that kind of time. Some people have 2 jobs. Anything can happen. It's a game. Life happens. So I really hope that Scopely takes a moment of their time to really figure out a way to make these month-long events more considerate and more like functionally conscious of what could possibly going on in the real world. So I just hope that things get worked out. Me personally, I'm sitting out this event. I love Elias, but he's not worth it. He's not worth it. I did what I had to do in the Winter Madness, and now I've decided, you know what, I'm going to take a break until I find an event that is worth my resources, that is worth my full-fledged commitment to it. So I see it all the way to the end. Because I'd rather have a guarantee rather than, just we might. No, either I'm getting the final milestone or I'm not getting the final milestone. And if I can't get the final milestone, then I'm not even going to really mess with it. Because even if I try to get up to that, get to one of those last ones, second to last, third to last, I'm still costing myself resources to even try to get there. And some champions aren't worth it. Some champions aren't. But you let me know what you think about month-long events. You let me know what you think. Because I'm not sick of them. I just know that there are a lot of people that are going about month-long events in the wrong way instead of just sitting back and realizing that, hey, you're the one that's in the driver's seat. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to do. You know who you want to work on. You know who you will work on. And you know who you won't work on. And just because they require something of you does not mean that you are required to work on them. So with that being said, bad times don't last, but crown ones do. And always and forevermore, bad guys do too. Mad love to every single one of you. And I'm also going to drop in the description below a link to the OG Gear San, who has officially gotten the gameplay video for Elias, Walk with Elias, Trickster. So I will leave that in the link in a link in the description below. Make sure to check it out. Let me know what you think of him. He looks solid. He looks fun. There's a lot of possibilities that could go with him, but at the same time, it depends on who you are. I'm not going to lose sleep on Elias because I know that Elias is going to be back. Any month-long champion will be back later on. Y'all need to remember that. So I will close this video out saying that every month-long champion that is featured in the event will return later on in a Mega Superstar banner. So until next time, good pulling, good feuding. Peace. Play smart.